Kennedy, Michael, and RJ are nominated for eviction, but Ronnie holds the golden power of veto. Will he use it? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven.
So I keep on rolling and moving on. I hope she comes back, but if she don't, I'll be drinking every single drink 7 nights a week. All over this town, doing that thing I do, running from the truth. Bartender, one more round. Party mode, party mode, party mode. It's how it goes, how it goes, how it goes. Neon lights, honky tonks till they close. Party mode, party mode, party mode.
Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 13 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Tom is the head of household. He nominated Kennedy for eviction, and Michael was nominated as well for losing the Temptation comp for the second of 3 weeks, and Willy Wonka nominated RJ as the third nominee. However, Ronnie won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Yankee Swap Golden Power Veto competition. Will he use it? We'll find out shortly. But first, it was a very, very busy weekend in the Big Brother Cheesecake house. From the time Ronnie won the Golden Power Veto Friday night till now, it has been active central. Everybody's been chatting with everybody. I definitely think that there's a lot of people who are expecting Ronnie to not use the veto, and then there's some people who are expecting Ronnie to use the veto. And even the viewers and myself really were not sure what Ronnie was going to do. Wild. This weekend, like, everybody impressed me. Everybody was gaming. Everybody was playing. And it's been a pleasure to watch everybody be playing this season. Ronnie won the Golden Power Veto. To reiterate, Stephanie obviously won the slice of cheesecake. The baseball bat was won by Kennedy. Owen won the baseball bat. He gets safety from now on. Every time he goes to the Lindor sampler, he can only get something good. Kennedy ends up not being able to vote in 3 evictions, kind of in a deal she made. She's going to take that in hopes that Ronnie will take her off the block. The utilities, I believe, went to Bridget. Tom got the railroads. Obviously, Ronnie got the Golden Power Veto. Michael got the Black Cup power, so he has an advantage in every single competition until he wins one. Rhonda had this last season, and then she was HOH, and then in the veto competition, when she was HOH, she won. And I'm like, wrong move. But she was trying to throw it, but she's like, what? When I try and throw competitions, I can't even do that. But yeah, I believe that's all the prizes that were out there. I believe. So we had an amazing moment this weekend where a lot of house guests know this, but because I don't know if everybody knows it, I cannot give names. But we had a situation this weekend where one house guest went to another house guest and said to them, let's pretend it's person A and person B. Person A says to person B, we need to get Tom to put up person B. We need person B backdoored. And person B was like, why? And person A was like, because, we need to throw somebody under the bus. So, and I don't know that this is not verbatim. We need to throw somebody under the bus. So let's just throw person B under the bus and we'll be safe. And person B goes, but I am person B. And person A goes, oh, well, I guess I need a new plan then. And when I read that, I died. I will have that screenshot for all eternity. It was just like Big Brother 14, where Joe goes into the bedroom, Chef Joe, and he thinks it's Shane lying in bed, or it's the other way around. Dan walks into the bedroom, Joe is in bed, Joe thinks Shane walked in, but it was Dan. And I think Joe said, Dan is trying to play us hard, or Dan is really trying to work us, I think was the word. And Dan goes, who? Dan. This is Dan. And Joe goes, what's up? But yeah, oops, definitely a mistake, and a lot of people know. A lot of people came to me with it, so I'm assuming the majority of the house knows, but once everybody knows, that screenshot will be shared because, wow. Okay. Willy, did I get that right? Yeah. Willy Wonka this week. Last week, I believe Willy Wonka told nobody that they were Willy Wonka. This week, Willy Wonka has told at least one person. So one person knows, and I always say if one person knows, chances are everybody knows, but the secret was not kept. Now, Karen and I have this debate where she says there's a time and a place where you have to say that you're Willy Wonka and it's strategic. And even though I don't know if I would have done it, because I'm very anti-tell people, I kind of get it this week. But we'll see if it pays off. Okay, so next we will now move. So Tom has to name a replacement nominee even if the veto's not used, because I need to know in case whoever has the veto plays it. So Tom this morning, to everybody, says, and of course I opened up the wrong one, give me one sec. Tom says, "Hey everyone, fucking Tom here. Anyone want to go up as a replacement nominee if the veto is used? Message me." Tom, that's not going to work. Nobody's going to volunteer to go up as a replacement nominee. But it was pretty funny. Tom also posted a lovely video once again of Kelowna in the morning, seen here.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's a beautiful day in the Okanagan. If you're not here, sucks to be you. Have a great day, everyone.
Just beautiful. And everybody commented on how beautiful Kelowna is. I've been there. I have family there. Nicole would be like, "Of course you do." But no, I really do. I have my aunt, my cousin, my uncle, and yeah, Kelowna is a very beautiful city. It's just not close to an Olive Garden or a Dunkin' Donuts, so it's just not feasible for me in the future in my budget. So, yeah. But they do have an IHOP. However, IHOP has opened in Brampton, and I'm planning on going Friday, June 24th. I don't care how long the lineup is. I'll camp out if I have to. They have somebody from Brampton Transit went to the IHOP. They probably just pulled the bus over there on the Route 10. And they do have the butter pecan syrup. I love IHOP's butter pecan syrup. Absolute sex. Better than Aunt Jemima or, sorry, Pearl Milling Company lady. Way better. Yes. Okay, so where the hell was I? Kelowna? Was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Kelowna. Yeah, okay. So RJ and Ronnie, they had this feud last week. And there's more to it. I believe this happened on Friday, but I was busy on Friday with my exam, and then Saturday was Extra Whip, Sunday was the veto, so I never got the chance to read this. But on Friday, yes, Ronnie posted this in the group chat. "Hey y'all, it's me, Dustin Lynch, country singer from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm so fucking gorgeous that Andrew takes one look at me and 10 seconds later this happens. Anyway, I'm going to clear the air without going into too much detail because it shouldn't really be brought up too much. RJ and I have known each other a very long time. We used to be friends. He was best friends and roommates with another ogre. They had a huge falling out. I took the other person's side in the situation, and that was mine and RJ's falling out. So when you watch the episode, it wasn't an org that I betrayed him in, it was real life. It was a mistake on my half, and I've apologized to him and written him a country song to make up for it. I just don't know if 2 years is too late, but him and I were also in the Survivor Blood vs. Water org at the time that this happened. His loved one was said person, so I did attempt to get RJ voted out of that game. However, it resulted in myself being voted out. So I hope that clears the air. To me, it was just a bunch of gobbledygook. I mean, but essentially they had a falling out in a game, and then they didn't talk for 2 years, and they're trying to mend fences or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, the point is they have a past. They have a history is the point. And it's definitely a very interesting, convoluted, one. Okay. So before we get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony, I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I believe that's everything. Okay, so before we get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony, a reminder that the Head of Household competition is going to be tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is on Zoom. It will only take about 15 minutes. Okay, before we get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony, we have to get to Ronnie's chamber competition. Because he picked the Almond Lindor, which was a bad Lindor, he is in the chamber and he must escape, kind of like an escape room, in 10 minutes. So he's going to play in an individual comp called the Big Brother Matrix. If he escapes in 10 minutes, he will escape and get a major advantage that he can use in any comp up to and including the week of the final 6. However, if he does not escape, he cannot play in 5 competitions back-to-back, and he can no longer be Willy Wonka, assuming he hasn't already been Willy Wonka. Is everybody ready? Let's see what happened in the chamber. So the chamber competition was Big Brother Matrix. I sent 15 cover photos to Ronnie, seen here. These were archival cover photos from previous games that I've either watched or hosted. And I told him that position 1 is the top left, position 9 is the top right, position 10 is the bottom left, position 16 is the bottom right. I then read him, or actually typed in, these clues, and I'll read it to you all now. Number 1, what is the only position that won consecutive seasons? Take that number and triple it. This number is A. Number 2, count the number of positions that have won one and only one time. Triple that number. This number is B. Number 3, add up the total number of the positions of all 15 winners in each cover photo. Subtract 50 from the sum. This number is C. Number 4, what is the significance of A, B, and C? The answer opens a door out of the chamber and saves you from not playing in 5 comps, plus losing Willy Wonka privileges, plus earns you a major advantage in any comp. So, very, very, very challenging. He had 10 minutes to do it. In 6.5 minutes, he gets the 3 numbers to the combination, which is 9, 21, 89. And then he goes, now what? And I said, what's the significance of that? He goes, I don't know. So I let him wait, and with 1 minute to go, I gave him a hint, and I posted those numbers, 9, 21, 89, like this, so that it reads as a date. And then what Ronnie did was he messaged me with like 30 seconds to go, and I quote, "A terrorist bomb is thought to be the cause of a French DC jetliner's crash in southern Nigeria that killed all 171 people on board. I have no fucking clue, I'm just a country star." So, a terrorist bomb thought to be the cause of a French DC jetliner crash in southern Nigeria that killed all 171 people on board? Sure, that happened September 21st, 1989. But what he didn't get is that what also happened September 21st, 1989? That I was born. That was my birthday. And unfortunately, Ronnie, you are not eligible. You did not escape the chamber, and you are not eligible to compete in the next 5 competitions. Nor can you be Willy Wonka if you haven't already been Willy Wonka. And then he immediately posts after that, I don't really care about that second one. Okay, interesting. Which of course leads people to believe he's Willy Wonka. Yeah. Okay, I believe that's everything. Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. Is everybody ready? This is critical because a lot of people wanted Ronnie to use it. A lot of people wanted Ronnie not to use it. And nobody knew what the hell Tom was going to do. So this could be a wild Golden Power Veto ceremony. But let's get to it. Let's get to the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Hey y'all, it's me, Dustin Lynch, country superstar from Nashville, Tennessee. I've won the Golden Power Veto. Fuck y'all. And it is my responsibility as winner of the Golden Power Veto to go to IHOP and eat some butter pecan syrup with some cornbread, but also to decide whether or not I want to use the Golden Power Veto to save one of the 3 nominees from the chopping block. RJ, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Hello, Ronnie. I'm once again on the block and you have the opportunity to take me off the block. This is an opportunity for the 2 of us to begin repairing our broken relationship. We met randomly on 10 gauge back when we were young. You were one of the first people to accept me after coming out. You were there for my first breakup. We talked and discovered who you were as a person, and I was one of the first who knew when you came out. I remember hearing that Steph was expecting and anticipating your baby girl's arrival with you. You were there when Derek and I never panned out. We've laughed. We've cried. You've tried to kill me with Jaeger bombs of straight Jaeger. In the end, a fucking guy came in between one of my closest friends growing up. To say I miss you is an understatement. I would love for nothing more than for us to be able to work through our past differences, because for one individual to destroy a relationship with someone I considered my brother has killed me inside for the last 2 years. The 2 of us not speaking and being as distant as we have been is eating me alive. Wow, that's a great song. I should write a country song about it, because wow, I love you, man. I love you. Hey, Michael, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Hey, Ronnie, it's me, Mike Tyson. I'm so excited that I'm still in this game. Can you believe that I'm still in this game? Even though I got this disadvantage, I don't mind I got the disadvantage because, like, now I kind of, like, I get to experience the taste of the block and I get to play the game, and you know what doesn't kill me makes you stronger. That's how I want you to go in every boxing match. You know, if it doesn't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger. You know, and then you just gonna bite somebody's ear off. But yeah. So there's no way I'm gonna top that speech. But what I'm gonna tell you, Ryan, is I really want to stay in this game. I really like playing this game. It's really exciting. And I'm gonna be on the block next week anyway, so you can get me on next week. So I would love to come off the block. The seat's getting way too molded to my ass. I've got a really nice ass, but it's getting too molded in. Like I want somebody's other ass should be in this seat, yo. So I don't have the emotional play, but whatever you decide to do, I will totally respect your game. Alright, Michael, I totally respect that. And Kennedy, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Oh my god, hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm so excited to be playing this game. Like, Andrew invited me to play this game, but I was like, I don't know if I have the time because I like there's the games I want, and then that's what I like, and like, I don't know if I have the time. But Andrew and I, we go way back. We played the game together, and like we were together, but then we made the merge. But then I had to go to him because like we didn't know each other really well, and we didn't really have that much of a relation. But then we met again on another guy, and we made an alliance. We were called Moscatos. I love Moscatos. I love Oliver. Oliver is so amazing. And then we made it to the end of the game together, and it was so amazing. And I was like so happy for him. And then like, oh my god, I love this season because he's a chocolate. I love chocolate. I love all kinds of chocolate. I like sweet chocolate, I like dark chocolate. I like all the chocolate. Andrew was like, which chocolate do you like better? I don't know. I like all the chocolates. And you know that I have 4 cats, and there's like Phoebe, Phoebo, Fabu. And like my 4 cats are like they're so amazing, but the problem is like they poop everywhere. But like it's okay because the rug is brown, so if they poop on the brown, like nobody will notice because they poop on the rug because the rug is brown anyway. But then like I take my cats with me everywhere I go, and it's like really weird because like I have to like stop everywhere and like get them like cat food and catnip and this and that and the other, and like I have to like scoop their shit everywhere. But it's okay. But then I go shopping. I love to go to the Mall of America. The Mall of America is freaking amazing. There's like a water slide in the wall. Like it's so amazing. You can go shopping and then you go to the water slide, and then you go to the food court, and then you can like go to IHOP and the thing, and then. They also have a water slide on cruise ships. Can you believe that? Like, I want to go around the world, but I also want to like, go on a water slide on a cruise ship. Can you believe that? And then you go to the dinner and the thing, and then there's a show, and then you just go to the water slide. And I know that it's amazing. And like, I should have had a water slide in my basement, but anyway. So like, I'm so excited. And then I again had this like ex-boyfriend. Like he was in Australia, and I loved him. I hated him. But then I traveled all the way around the world to see him because he was really nice. He really nice Aussie bum. But then I had to come back. Like I didn't have the time for him, but it's okay. But like, I'm gonna find somebody one day, and it's good because I'm really young. But like, I really want to stay in this game because this game is so much exciting. I really love this game. But anyway, so hey, Ronnie, I also really want to come down. I think I got a lot of this game, and I really want to show you all that. And I'm not going to be holding anyway for 3 weeks anyway, so it's only going to be really bad. I respect your decision the way I didn't know we were throwing pressure on you in the house chat. But anyway, you do what you're doing. I'm really excited. But no matter what you do, it's going to be so exciting. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. I hope I didn't talk too long. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But I'm so excited. I've got so many things going on. I think I should go to the store now and buy like another like 2 cats because I just love cats so much. Okay, bye. All right, that's like an episode of Gilmore Girls. Wow. Anyway. I have decided that unlike in a country song where you end up breaking up at the end, I will not be breaking up with somebody who I will be using the Golden Power Veto on. I want my relationship to continue with Kennedy. Kennedy sacrificed herself and volunteered to receive the punishment from Owen. For that reason, she should be rewarded with safety. Hey, Tom! Since I've vetoed one of your nominations, you now have to name a replacement nominee. Not so fast, Tom. Not so fast. First, you have to pick one of 4 playing cards. 3 are jacks, which give you a bonus prize and the ability to name the replacement nominee. One of them is a joker, in which case Willy Wonka gets named the replacement nominee. Tom, select a number. Hey everyone, fucking Tom here. Look at the fucking beautiful sunset we got in Kelowna. Oh wait, it's the sunrise. I don't know, I'm on so many drugs, I don't know whether it's morning or nighttime anymore. Well, Cindy's favorite number is 4, so we'll go with 4. Otherwise she'll kill me. Whoops. That's a foreshadowing right there. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Alright, Tom, this is critical. Jack of Diamonds, you get to name the replacement nominee, and you get to play in a POV comp, and what this means is, if you are not drawn in a future Golden Power Veto competition, you can bump one of the 3 non-nominees from playing and take their spot. You cannot bump the head of household, and you cannot bump the 3 nominees. They're guaranteed to play. But you can bump one of the 3 non-nominees from playing and take their spot if you ever are not drawn to play. And you can obviously use this at any point, up to and including the week of the final 8, because once we're at 7, everybody plays. So you have until the week of the final 8 to play in the POV. Okay, and now, Tom, please name a replacement nominee. Wow, this has been a very challenging week. You know, I thought this head of household thing would be easy, but it's a lot of work. You know, I've got to, talk to people and strategize and use the brain cells, whatever I have left after 77 years on this earth. Fuck, man. I don't have time for this shit. But anyway, I decided to nominate somebody who I just haven't talked to very much. You know, it's early in the season, and I just haven't had a chance to talk much to you, and so I'm going to have to nominate Rayanne. And with that, this Golden Power Veto ceremony is adjourned. Rayanne, Michael, or RJ, who will be evicted? Watch tomorrow as the final 3 nominees plead their case and fight to stay in the game. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house, get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate, and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Shefsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, I may have butterfingers, but I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Good night.